Hey guys, welcome back to No Limits.
where we talk about anything and everything. I'm Julia.
And I'm Philip.
So today I want to tell you about why attending the US Naval Academy is the best financial decision you can ever make.
Yeah, so I think of myself as a pretty financially savvy guy. And coming out of high school, really my junior and senior year, when you start making that decision of where you want to go to college, I was kind of at a loss. I was like, wow, no matter where I go, in-state, out-of-state, I'm going to be paying a lot of money. And I really didn't know where I wanted to go. But then enter the Naval Academy.
So just want to give you some numbers. According to the US News, among the ranked national universities, the average cost for tuition and fees for four-year college is $170,000 at private colleges, $45,000 for state residents at public college, and $110,000 for out-of-state students at state school. This is a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. So if you are in between the ages of 17 and 23, which are the ages you can go to the Naval Academy at, and really wondering wow, where can I go to college? And you're a US citizen, then this is a really good option for you and you should pay attention. Yeah. So Julia, why don't you start us off with some numbers of why the Naval Academy is so awesome?
So again, if you go to the Naval Academy, it is completely paid for, $500,000 education.
Let's say that again, $500,000.
Free education.
Free. It's literally all this money as a 17-year-old. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I still remember once in high school, my cross-country coach, she's pretty pretty mature, married, have kids, and she was like, yeah, I'm still paying off my student debt. So apparently, according to news again, it takes an average person about 18.5 years to pay off their student loan, and the average student debt is about $50,000. So how much money do you make when you come out from college that's worth the debt? And if you go to the Naval Academy, you don't have to worry about that at all because the school is completely paid for.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. I know teachers at the Naval Academy who didn't go to the Naval Academy, obviously, who were still paying off their student loans.
Yeah.
And that's just not a fun place to be. Also, at my high school, I'll never forget this. One of our final class meetings, they tallied up all the scholarships that everyone got, and there were 4 of us going to academies, 2 to West Point, which is another great option, the military academy, and then 2 to the Naval Academy. And between the 4 of us going to the academies, our scholarships, because everything is paid for, added up to more than everyone else's. It was crazy.
Yeah, and I want to give another example. My cousin got accepted by Stanford 2 years ago, but because both my aunt and my uncle were considered upper middle class, she didn't get any scholarship. And so my aunt and my uncle were paying around $75,000 for her to go to Stanford tuition alone. Therefore, with room and board and travel expense, her buying clothes, buying makeup, buying food, blah blah blah, they're paying for probably $100,000 per year for her to get an undergrad school. My uncle literally sold one of their real estate property so they can afford to send her to go to Stanford. That's crazy.
No. I'm good. So that's not a place that you want to be. But anyways, if it's not enough for you that the Naval Academy is basically worth $500,000 for you to go, another little piece of icing on the cake is you get paid every month to go. It starts lower and works its way up. So you get about $1,000, a little bit more every month. Out of that money, they're taking out expenses like your uniforms, laundry, and all this stuff. But you, every single month, will get a stipend to go to the Naval Academy. You can look all these numbers up online. But
so basically, you got 35% of an O1, so ensign pay. And
an ensign in the Navy, an officer in the Navy. But and if the monthly pay still isn't enough for you, there are amazing summer programs.
For free.
Completely for free, and you can get paid for them too, depending on which one you go to.
For example, I went to an LRAC where I went to Vienna and Cambodia for free for a month. The $2,000 flight ticket were paid for by the government. We had pretty luxurious hotel room and food in both countries completely paid for by the government. And also the government paid me around $70 a day for food. So the end of the summer training where I went to 2 countries for free, amazing programs, amazing tour guide, amazing everything, I made about $1,500. By traveling, I made money. How crazy is that?
That's pretty sweet. And if your ranking isn't high enough to do something awesome like that, there are other awesome things you can do too, like sailing. You can literally sail all over the East Coast for free with trained professionals who will teach you how to do it. You can drive ships, learn how to drive ships for free. You can do all kinds of awesome things. You can later on train like the freshmen, like get to yell at like plebes and freshmen, and
a lot of free
leadership,
awesome stuff. A lot free leadership programs, internship where you also get paid for by the government. So one of our friends, she had an internship for Facebook. So the Naval Academy paid for her to stay in Marriott for a whole month for free and give her $50 a day for food. So by the end of her internship, not only that she got this awesome experience working with Facebook, but she also got to stay in Marriott for free for a month.
And keep in mind, like this Marriott stay, you're putting on your card and you're paying that off with money that the Navy gives you. So you're racking up these points the entire time.
Yeah, exactly.
But so besides the summer trainings, another awesome thing about the Naval Academy is called the second class loan. So at the beginning of your junior year at the Naval Academy, you're getting this huge chunk of money, about $30,000 for basically free. Like for me, I would be paying a 0.75% interest rate. And if you don't know anything about interest rates, let me just say that's low.
So let me tell you a little bit more about that. The normal inflation rate in America is 3%. So literally, if you just take it out and spend it, you are basically still not losing any money. And also, if you just put that in a savings account, like let alone investing, you're making money. So that's literally free money with no interest rate. So I use my second class loan to pay for graduate school. I'm currently at Johns Hopkins, and I'm probably the very few people who not only paid for undergrad themselves, but also paying for grad school by themselves at age 22.
Pretty sweet. And I didn't have that opportunity because I should have tried harder while in school at the Naval Academy. So I decided to make the most of it, and I invested my entire loan into the stock market. And I've done pretty well, and
I'm very
happy about that. But those are just 2 things that people did with their second class loan.
We have a friend who used his second class loan to pay for a down payment in a house. So he literally bought a property from his hometown, which is in Louisiana, with his second class loan, and that's very impressive.
It's pretty crazy the things that people will do with their second class loans. Like buying people shots at a bar for hours every night for a week straight until the entire loan is gone. But that's not a good financial decision. Anyways, but last thing we wanted to bring up before we ended the video was that not only do you get all these awesome benefits while you're at the academy, but after you graduate, you get a guaranteed job. Especially in times like this, it's hard to find a job for a lot of people coming out of college. And the network of the Naval Academy, the Alumni Association, are so awesome.
Yeah, my high school best friend who went to normal college, she's struggling at finding a job right now because, everything's virtual. All the companies are cutting employees rather than hiring new ones. But we have guaranteed job. The day we graduate, we start making real salaries. Big bucks.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, those are just a few things that are so awesome about the Naval Academy. There's so many other things. We've made videos about them, and we will continue to. So make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching No Limits.
See you next time.